Hello friends, welcome to Mule sessions. Today I like to discuss about the concept called Mule debugging process. So debugging process is a process where you can know the current value of the payload, current value of the message. Okay, and this is the flow I want to debug, right? So while debugging, I will know at a particular event processor what is the value of the mule message, what are the value of the attributes, what is the value of payload. That's entire mule message we can analyze. So but to debug a flow, what we need to do is we need to place an breakpoint for an event processor where you want to break your execution. So here I place a breakpoint. This is a breakpoint. Let me remove and place the breakpoint again. So this toggle breakpoint, the same thing you can remove, you can place a breakpoint. So when you trigger the flow, the execution stops over here and you can see what is the value of the mule message over here, right? So first I need to put some breakpoints wherever you want to observe the mule message. You can place a breakpoint. Then you can start the mule. You can run the mule flow using debug mode. So right click and run in debug mode. Currently I'm running, I started debug mode. So now the execution debug mode. If you right click, right, so the two options will come, run mode and debug mode. You need to select the debug mode, right? And then next, uh, it is started. You can see the confirmation like it's deployed, right? Once the flow is deployed, you can hit this flow. So using the ARC, so this is a localhost 8081. I am passing two parameters. I am passing the payload as hello mule debugger, a test plain payload I am sending hello mule debugger. So I'll hit the flow and now the perspective is changed to the debug perspective. It's asking to shift the design perspective to debug perspective. Yes, so now the perspective got changed to debug perspective. Okay, now see the control stops over here because we place a breakpoint on that event processor. So that's the reason the control stops over here. Now you can see what actually got into what mule message is there at this point. Now you see the payload is hello mule debugger. So that's the thing we are sending, and the query parameters we are sending as part of the request. They went to the header section, right? And from header to while converting to mule message, so these are placed in the attribute section, the query parameters and the header parameters, all the stuff, right? So when you open the attributes, you can see the two query parameters are sending from the client. The two query parameters are, one is bonus and emp number. So that's what you are sending from here, bonus and emp number, right? And you can see the payload also over here, and payload is hello mule debugger. You can see in the debugger perspective, you can see all the variables are there. As of now the variables are not created because the current execution at this point, right? You can move ahead by pressing F6, then execution of this event processor will finished and move to the next event processor, or else you can click this button, next processor F6. If I click this button, so now the variable event processor got executed. Now one variable is created. See, if you see the variable name emp number, the variable name is emp number, right? And you can see that variable name over here, variable name is emp number, and it stores attributes dot query params dot emp number. So whatever the emp number we are saving as an attributes, this will go as attributes dot query params dot emp and go, and the value is 1012. That got stored into the variable, right? Variable emp and bo. All right. And you press F6 again, one more variable got created. Now the two variables got created. The two variables are emp number and bonus. Okay. So likewise, you can press F6 or you can move the next processor and you can see the how the payload is getting changed. Okay. And you can see one more thing called expression evaluator. You see what this is called data view evaluate expression evaluator, the X to Y signal, right? If you click on this, a small pop-up window get opened and you can execute the data view expressions over here. For suppose I want to see the payload and see the payload, type the payload and enter. So this is the payload, hello Mule debugger, right? This is what coming from the client, right? You want to see the attributes, attributes. So you can see the all the attributes over here in the curriculum slides. Okay, and you want to see so likewise you can see here the headers, attributes, all the stuff. You can whatever we configured as part of the loggers or attributes and payload that data expressions you can define over here. You can test that expressions, right? So that's it for the debugging process. You can press F6 and you can see how if for suppose now the logger is executing. So if I press F6, right, so logger got executed. I can you can see the corresponding log statement here. You can see the last log statement. So this is the log statement. Bonus is equal to 500, employee is equal to 1012. This is logger. Okay, and this is the logger. Since bonus is equal to and employee printing the bonus and employee number, right? So likewise, now the stored procedure. This component is in process. If you press F6 that the stored procedure this execution is completed. Okay, so this is the way to debug a mule flow. Thank you so much for watching my video.